What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Love That Game Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? Welcome back once more to the weekly show. I really feel like I shouldn't be calling this weekly anymore because, I kind of say it's going to be Sunday unless I procrastinate. And then it's going to be Monday unless I procrastinate. It'll be up when it's up. Either way. Generally, what I do here is I sit down, I talk about the news from this week. It's just nothing really kind of grabbed my eye since I did episode, I think it was 204. Yes, and this is episode 204, 205 would be 204. So I thought, you know what? Let's take a look at one of the most interesting pieces of advertising for a video game that I've really seen in recent years. I know stuff like this has been done. There's been a lot of really creative ways to advertise games and whatnot. But I really like this idea. This is the Night City tourism website that was talked about in Night City Wire episode 3. This is a real website. I was told after I did that video that yes, this was real, and I've been kind of keeping in my back pocket that we'll come and check out the website. So I thought, you know what, here, it would be fun this week. Like I said, it's been kind of light. I mean, if there's any particular news story that you really want to hear my takes on, you want me to read an article on, as always, hit me up in the comments with links and whatnot, and I'll address it either in another video or on next week's show. How's that sound? But either way, I wanted to take a look at this site with you guys. Plus it's getting really late tonight, and I actually want to be able to get some Let's Plays done. Either way, so let's officially take a look here. So, obviously you got all these Arasaka adverts and all that, the big arms company and everything in Night City. So we got Welcome to Night City. Night City established 1994, which year of my birth, by the way. That's just a little fun for me. So let's see here. Whether it's your first time in Night City or you've lived here since the Kress administration, this site has you covered. Get out and explore with our curated selection of the city's top highlights. Impress your friends with nuggets of trivia from our historical overviews of the city. And its districts. Navigate NCART like a pro with our TLDR overview. What is NCART? Because I'm assuming it's Night City something, but hit only the hit parts of Haywood and dodge the gangs with safety tips straight from the NCPD. Whatever your Night City dream is, with this site to guide you, it's sure to come true. So current body count for today is 4 deaths. I love these little pop-ups, all the easy beef or so fresh it wriggles in your mouth. You got all the fun little adverts and everything. This is something that I could see Rockstar doing with a Grand Theft Auto game, like if they would have done something like this with GTA 5, saying like, hey, here's Los Santos, and kind of like give you like a little city website or whatever. I think that would be really cool. So let's take a look at the history of Night City. The history of Night City begins with the dream of one man, visionary industrialist Richard Knight. In the final years of the 20th century, Knight had a vision for a city of the future, one uncorrupted by old ideas and stifling regulations. Backed by some of the world's largest corporations, he made his vision a reality through a bold real estate development on California's Coronado Bay. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. As the rest of the United States started to collapse, entrepreneurs and eager investors flocked to the metropolis of tomorrow. Unprecedented growth and prosperity soon followed. Unfortunately, entrenched interests and jealous rivals were hellbent on sabotaging Knight's vision, and the unthinkable occurred. Richard Knight was murdered in his own home by unknown assailants. Yet his creation, why can't I read that word? Rechristened Night City in his honor. There we go. Rechristened. There we go. I've never seen that word. Lived on in the years that followed. It tossed the yoke of the United States rule and nimbly navigated unthinkable catastrophes, including a nuclear explosion that destroyed its very heart, Corporate Plaza, without the help of any sluggish and bloated national government. A shining beacon of success, the resilience of Night City continues to be an inspiration to the world. A word from our mayor. The first time I ran for Night City Council, I burned through about a pair of banditos a week. I'm going to guess cigarettes. I could be wrong, though. I canvassed every street, alley, and mega building in my district. I saw a lot and heard a lot more. By the end, I thought I knew everything there was to know about this city. When they showed me this site, I realized just how wrong I was. I almost feel bad revealing all of these secrets to you, visitors to and residents of our fine city. Luckily, there are plenty more you'll have to discover for yourselves. Lucius Rhine. All right, so moving on to the transportation section. For a massive modern metropolitan, I keep trying to say metropolitan, it's metropolis. Night City is surprisingly walkable. You can get almost everywhere on foot. This is not, however, the quickest, safest, or most fashionable way to travel around the city. Here's a quick look into alternatives. Good news for car owners, you can park anywhere you like for as long as you like. Paid parking was scrapped completely in the 2060s, partly in response to extreme violence directed at contractors cooperating with MetroMe, a disturbed parking enforcement startup. Or distributed parking, excuse me. Sorry, this font is a little weird. If you need to buy a new car, you'll have plenty to choose from, no matter the balance on your cred chip. CHOOH2 stations are plentiful and now subject to industry-run quality control board, meaning no more bad actors filling your tank with sugar water. Oh, well, that would be terrible. NCART, right there. Our Night City area rapid transit is a slick means for fast travel around town. Throngs of people use it every day as it is the cheapest and often most convenient way to get where they need to get. When they need to get there, the system boasts many access points that form a net extending over the entire city and will whisk you from one to the other with as little hassle and headache as possible, up to the latest hits on Blast Dance. And there are also cabs. We highly recommend the Delamain, transportation service. These sturdy AI-driven cars will take you anywhere for a surprisingly reasonable fee. Yeah, how reasonable is the fee in a cyberpunk world? So now we can actually look at all the different districts of the game. We'll go through the gallery and all the different screenshots of chunks of the city. But so far, I think we have 7 districts here that we're going to kind of like go through. We'll read, what they are. We'll start with the city center and go across here. But, talking about vehicles and whatnot, I guess, because I've mentioned this before, what kind of characters that I'm planning on kind of playing as in this playthrough. Well, actually, because I've also said this before, seeing that we're talking Cyberpunk 2077, I guess I've kind of fully made my decision. We're going to do 2 LPs for Cyberpunk 2077. They're not going to be concurrent. It's not like I'm going to play one and finish it, then start another. No, it is going to be 2 simultaneous Let's Plays that I'm going to be doing for Cyberpunk. And they're both going to be a little different. The first one that I'm going to basically start as soon as the game finishes downloading, it's time to go, time to play, that sort of thing. That LP will be a normal, commentated, edited, pretty much the way I usually do things, where I try and keep it, I'm like, maybe we'll do some longer hour and a half kind of like exploration and kind of videos, but for the most part, I'm going to keep it focused on missions and story and even side missions. But you get how, the normal way I handle RPGs. So that's kind of my plan with that. With that LP, the character that I'm going to be playing as a male netrunner kind of focused, stealth and pistols and, that kind of thing with net running, with the corpo background. So that's what we're going to be doing with that one. Another reason why I'm doing the multiple LPs is because I want to explore the multiple, because we know there's 3 backgrounds. There's Corpo, There's Corpo, Street Kid, and Nomad, which I think the Corpo and the Nomad might be the most interesting, or I don't know. Something about the Street Kid one just doesn't fully grab me, but I'm going to be doing Corpo and Nomad, if you couldn't take from what I just said there, which 2 I'm going to be playing as. So yeah, the first one's going to be kind of like a nut-running Corpo stealth kind of character. I've decided that one's going to be a male version of V, our main character. And the other LP that we're going to be doing, because I mentioned this in the past, is going to be no commentary. And I know that's going to be, I know there are some people who are going to go, well, no commentary. Well, that's, part of the fun of LPs and whatnot is, having your personality and everything. Totally agree. I totally understand that. That is why I am also doing a commentated LP. I wouldn't just put out for a game like this, just do a Let's Play with no commentary or without giving my thoughts on it or anything. No, believe me, that is not what, that is not in the cards. Basically, the reason I'm going to be doing a non-commentated LP, except basically like a general intro, is because what I'm going to do with that one is have that one be as little cuts as possible. I mean, I might cut out, I'm trying to think of what, like, if I, like, get up and take a break, or something, or if I am going to spend a lot of time going through just really anal retentive inventory management, which I tend to do when I play RPGs. So, I might cut out the bare minimum of stuff, but for the most part, I'm doing that LP to kind of show you guys the world, and it's kind of how you would explore it if you're just walking around for a couple hours. Those videos will probably be up to about 2 hours long. They're going to be very long form, very just kind of, hey, here's another life path. Here's another, here's just a different way to kind of show the game in this format that I, play with you guys. So that kind of thing. And also, if I do it, no commentary, that way I can, I can do it while I'm eating dinner. If I get home one night and I'm feeling tired and I don't want to sit and do commentary because I just got home from work or whatever, but I still want to play the game for a few hours, I can just hit record on my software and go. So, that kind of thing. It just kind of makes it easier to do the concurrent Let's Plays. Or not concurrent, the simultaneous Let's Plays. Parallel. That was the word I was using in the past. So that's kind of my reasoning for it, and that's kind of the idea. So it's going to be something that I'm rarely ever going to do again, if I ever do it again. But yeah, so I think it would be kind of interesting to see those two kind of parallel ways of doing the LP. And in the non-commentated run, what we are going to be playing as is a female nomad. I'm going to say I'm going to be a solo in that one. I'm going to be more of a pure solo, focused on fighting and everything. Because my Netrunner character, I'm going to play him kind of like I play most of the way I like to play my RPG characters, kind of talky, more stealth and deception based kind of character, while my nomad character is going to be more of a brute force, kind of a shoot first, ask questions later kind of character. That's at least my plan here. It's going to be a female, kind of solo-based character. I'm thinking of actually going a little bit more melee weapons with that character, like Monogatana or, blunt weapons or something. I'm not saying I'm not going to use guns or anything, but, focus maybe a little bit more on the close-up, knives, blades, and blunt weaponry, anything that I can find in the game. And, if we got to go loud, I'll always take a big-ass assault rifle or a shotgun or something like that. So, it just kind of two completely different play styles. I'm going to play as both genders to give us both of the voice actors, because from what I remember, the main character is actually voiced in the game. It shows different life paths and everything. So that's the plan. And the reason why I kind of wanted to mention that after transportation is because I think that what I'm going to have the characters drive is going to be completely different as well. See, I'm kind of fitting it all in. The main character, we've seen the kind of sports car that V is kind of driven. We've seen that in a lot of the adverts. You've seen him riding on a motorcycle. Something that's probably what I'm going to have the Corpo kind of character drive. But the Nomad character, because we know they get kind of like a buggy or something like that really early on in the game. I think that's what I'm going to try and stick with that character. I think that'd just be really cool and all. So there you go. There's my my weird rant to extend this video's runtime. So there you go. That's why I did it. All right. So on to the actual districts in Night City. So there's 7 here. We'll start with the city center. Gargantuan skyscrapers that shade an endless tangle of streets, a neon glow that sets the stage for a ballet of flesh and steel, floodlights and mega screens that blast a sky where hulking AVs glide like fish through water. This is Night City's core, its heart, its dream turned reality. And at the heart of the heart lies Corporate Plaza, a special zone where corporations govern themselves in every regard, free from outside interference. Meanwhile, downtown is where City Center lets down its hair. There we go. Home to its most extravagant hotels, delectable. God damn it! This font is really fucking with me. That, and I also can't read, so that also doesn't help. And exclusive nightclubs are countless reasons to visit. So put on your walking shoes, grab your wallet, and get ready to treat yourself. If you haven't been already, you'll want to begin your dive at nightlife at Seventh Hell. This Seventh Hell, it's usually Seventh Hell. Okay, that's cute. This bar was founded by a former mercenary, making it the perfect place to soak in the city's rebel chic ambience, whatever, however you want to pronounce that, and show off your outlaw side with one of their custom cocktails. Whatever you do, don't forget to stop by the gift shop. I want to say Seventh Hell. I remember hearing that somewhere in the game. I want to say... I swear to God, I've heard that before. Either it was watching somebody play Cyberpunk, or it was during the last Night City Wire when the host asked one of the guys questions, asked them, can the players like join the individual gangs? I want to say the solo guild or whatever group that we're kind of being a part of is based out of Seventh Hell. I could be wrong, but that's just kind of what I remember. So I have a feeling like a lot of our main story is probably going to revolve around that bar, but that's just a guess. So the NCPD threat level, the Night City Police Department is proud to announce the current threat level for City Center is safe. Rumors of muggings and acts of gang violence in the back alleys and side streets of downtown have either been greatly exaggerated or grossly out of date. Okay, so kind of looking at this place, this is, oh, that's cute. It's a nice little advertisement. Real water, only... It's cute. Delamain, leave your problems at the door. Oh, that's also cute. See, I really love the concept of cyberpunk. Like, not just the general genre, but I really like cyberpunk, the world of cyberpunk, the game. Just because it's really futuristic, but at the same time, there's kind of a grounded grittiness of modern technology there. Like you still see cars, you still see bullets, like we're not always hovering. We're not just, I'm like, there is some of that stuff, but it's a really cool combination of modern day technology with shit from the future. I really have always kind of found that very appealing. Something that I think Cyberpunk, like I said, the game has done really well. That is kind of hit and miss, or sometimes there in the genre as a whole. But that's just me. So I'm gonna City Center. Yeah, it's like I said. I have a feeling that's probably where our main group is probably going to be hanging out. I'm not sure where our characters, because we know V has an apartment. I'm not entirely sure if it's been said where it's going to be, but I'm going to guess it might be in a big area in City Center, because I'm going to guess City Center is also somewhat centrally located in Night City. It's like it said, it's generally safe. My guess is you'll probably find some back alley dealings, some little scuffles or something in bars or in the back alleys. But for the most part, I'm going to guess that City Center is one of your safer parts of the city. It's probably one of the more well patrolled as well. God damn it, I hate this stupid part of my beard right now. It's sticking up. It's been like this ever since I woke up. Ugh. God damn, I slept like the dead too. Little tip, if anybody out there who takes anxiety medication, don't accidentally miss a dose, because then the next day you're going to be unconscious for about the I don't know. I can't even come up with a goddamn sentence. God damn it! No, when I forget to take a dose of my medication, the next day I'm out, man. All right, let's move on to the next district. Watson. When nuclear disaster struck Night City Center in 2023, the nearby town of Watson became the ark to which the city's battered but not broken populace fled for shelter. By the 2050s, however, Watson's role had changed from nucleus back to periphery. Yet in Watson's decline, the old American dream found a new foothold. Enterprising souls flocked in from around the world, eager to set their hands to work. True, the revenues of the bazaars pale in comparison to the shareholder value produced in Watson of decades past. Nevertheless, Watson's hovels and alleys now buzz with the most exciting feeling known to man, the hope of growth. The most buzzing bazaar of all is Kabuki, a tangled cluster of alleyways located not far from the old med center, its name a relic of its long-gone Japanese origins. Though notoriously crowded, unsanitary, there we go, and rife with con artists, Kabuki is a must-visit home to some of the best bargain hunters, or the best bargain hunting in the city. Meanwhile, in the Northside Industrial District, NID, newcomers with a knack for engineering or supply chain logistics write the first chapters of their rags to riches stories in apartments adjacent to the factories that employ them. Come evening, they join other hardworking night citizens in sampling Little China's rich tapestry of cultures and cuisines, their taste buds tickled by its many restaurants and ears dazzled in the neon glow. Yeah, and ears dazzled in the neon glow of its electronic storefronts. You know, this is something that I really like about a lot of cyberpunk stuff is just, it's the Asian influence. You know, if you guys know, I'm a weeb. I love Japanese culture and manga and anime and all that shit. So I really like the combination of that, a lot of that Japanese and Asian style culture into the Western style culture that you see in a lot of cyberpunk. And again, in this case, I'm using that as the genre, not this game. That's really weird when you have this game whose name is also a genre. It's weird. So looking at the NCPD level, it's warning the Night City Department's current threat level for Watson is extreme. Gang-related crime is rampant, especially in Kabuki. So I've got a feeling that Watson is probably where we're going to find a lot of Ripper docs. Especially with Kabuki being near an old med center. It's kind of a bizarre, a back alley kind of shop. So I'm going to guess that's going to be like a lot of black market weapons. Like I said, cybernetics and stuff like that. So I've got a feeling that we're going to find Ripper docs a lot in Watson. Haywood, if I remember correctly, Haywood is where you start off as a street kid, I believe. I think that's the gang you start off as. Let's see here. Though not the side of Night City featured in Braindance or flaunted in Hollow ads, Haywood exudes a subtle yet unmistakable charm. It boasts a broad variety of shops and restaurants, from the boogie boutiques and seafood saloons along. Those just sound like weird words to slap together, but all right. Along the coast to the colorful open-air markets and taco stands of Vista del Rey. In Haywood, you'll also find City Hall, a bustling tower of activity surrounded by pleasant openness of an urban park. While admiring its architecture, keep your eyes open for city council members as they dart to meetings at Corporate Plaza or simply enjoy a stroll to meet and greet their constituents. Haywood is also home to Reconciliation Park, built to commemorate the cleaning and rebuilding of Corporate Plaza and inaugurate a new era of corporate harmony, despite rumors spread by perpetually malcontent. Hopefully that's correct. It was not constructed on radioactive landfill left over from that cleanup. NCPD threat level is, current level for Haywood is partially hazardous. In the eastern southern regions, gang activity has been noted. Most of this can be attributed to the Valentinos, a violent gang dealing in narcotics, vehicle theft, and a variety of other criminal activities. I believe during the Night City Wire, we saw that the Valentinos are currently kind of like in a turf war with, I want to say it was a gang from Westbrook, which we might read about here. No, Westbrook has the Tiger Claws. I can't remember. Maybe it's Santo Domingo. I'm not sure. Either way. Westbrook came of age during the tumults surrounding the Fourth Corporate War, when capital fleeing the radioactive ruins of city center created boomtown conditions in the inner suburbs. Corporate headquarters found temporary asylum outside the Coronado Peninsula while Corporate Plaza was being rebuilt, and to these hives of innovation and activity soon swarmed all the trappings of urban life, from housing blocks to capsule hotels to street food stalls. Still a mere bridge away from the best career prospects in the city, Westbrook is the desired place of domicile for both the up-and-coming in Charter Hill and the already arrived in North Oak. Those who cannot afford to sleep in Westbrook's bedroom districts still spend the nights here in Japantown, Night City's premier entertainment hub. When the sun sets, crowds pack into the Love Hotels, Kyabakuras, and hostess clubs. Oh, please have hostess clubs available for us to go around and explore, whose lights glow in thick abundance along Japantown streets. Like I really want it to be, have like a dumb mini game like in chick shaking her ass. Have like a dumb mini game like there is in Yakuza, that we can sit and talk to the girls and stuff like that. Oh god, that would be really fun. It'd be really dumb, but it'd be fun. We partially recommend Clouds, a nightclub where one will find everything from brand dance and beyond, catering to a pleasure seeker's every possible desire. The Night City Police Department's current threat level for Westbrook is minimal. A criminal group known as Tiger Claws has a strong presence in Japantown, but there is little reason to believe they pose a significant threat to law-abiding citizens and visitors. All right, so that's Westbrook. Moving on to Santo Domingo. Let's see here. All right, that's interesting. God damn it, I love these advertisements. Giant burrito. God damn it, you got to give massive credit to CD Projekt for just creating some of these, just creating this website. It's really well done. In Arroyo Santo Domingo's industrial heartland, the discarded, husks of belly-up factories dot the landscape and have unfortunately attracted the usual bottom-feeding criminals and degenerates. Yet in Rancho Coronado, its bedroom community, white picket fences, and immaculate, green lawns surround spacious homes in an endless, breathtaking vista. Tree-lined streets snake through it like meadow streams, taking residents from their suburban repose to their workplaces in Arroyo's factories and foundries. I mean, is that what they're trying to show here in this picture? Because I think they could have, shown that, like, found a better location, unless that is exactly what they're talking about, although I wouldn't call that white picket fences and plush lawns. Like, they're making it sound like the suburbs, and here it just kind of, it just looks gross. Looks kind of like a trailer park, but with actual houses. When they return in the evening, they can enjoy all the amenities of urban life without having to trek into the city, including shopping centers, schools, and restaurants such as Captain Caliente's, home to the best burrito in town, trademarked. And all this comes without the burden of home ownership. Real estate here remains under the control of the corporations who developed it, allowing them to allocate it as best suits their needs. Now, that sounds wonderful. Let's see here. Warning. The NCPD has issued a warning about a vigilante force active in Santo Domingo known as the 6th Street Gang. They're the ones who I think are fighting against that group in Haywood. I believe that's who, the Valentinos in Haywood. I think they're fighting against the 6th Street gangs. I want to say that's who it was, if I remember the Night City Wire correctly. Though the veterans who fill its ranks claim they protect the neighborhood from hostiles, the NCPD have received numerous reports of their involvement in typical gang activity, including but not limited to production rackets and armed robbery. Great. Pacifica. I believe this is the home of the Voodoo Boys. Yeah. Before you step foot into Pacifica, close your eyes and imagine boutiques with products for every demographic. Pop-up cyberware clinics, and amidst them all, throngs of happy tourists spending their hard-earned euro dollars. That's the currency. It's euro dollars here in Night City, right? I've been seeing the currency next to like stuff in these ads. I could not remember the name of it for the life of me. Having the time of their lives. Now open your eyes. What do you see? Crippling poverty, crumbling infrastructure, rampant gang violence, and nothing more. Then you, my friend, lack vision. Other more far-sighted observers see in Pacifica pure potential. With proper investment and robust eviction measures, it may once more become Night City's premier tourist district. If I remember correctly, Pacifica it's on the coast of the ocean in Night City, it's supposed to kind of be the big tourist center, and then a lot of hotels and buildings that were like half finished ended up running out of money, and then they remained half finished. So it's kind of become a slum. It looks really cool from some of the screenshots and everything that we've seen of Pacifica. I mean, another thing that I've really enjoyed seeing out of this website here, if I can actually talk about the website instead of what I'm thinking this might mean for the game here. But I really like the fact that it's not just kind of that it's actually trying to be like a tourist kind of website. Again, it's like saying, now open your eyes. It's like, well, what do you see? You know, do you see crippling poverty, the crumbling infrastructure? It's like, these are the things that you actually like see in screenshots like this. Well, then you have no vision. Well, Pacifica is on the rise, trying to be whatever. You know, I really like that idea that they're shooting for with this website. So for Pacifica, warning: the Night City Police Department's current threat level for Pacifica is catastrophic. In the absence of city authorities, criminal groups control it, specifically the Voodoo Boys, member of this gang's clothing and body modifications outfit, make reference in some way to the Voodoo religion, hence the reason Night City locals seem to have revived the Voodoo Boys name of an earlier unrelated gang. Furthermore, frequent attacks by scavengers mean many who enter Pacifica leave without vital organs or prized implants. Okay, that sounds fun. And finally, we have the outskirts. Okay, I want to see what their solution here is. Oh, okay, so it's insurance, basically. All right. More Arasaka ads. God damn it, the Badlands look absolutely just fucking badass, man. Hence Badlands. Let's see here. Areas outside city limits are extremely dangerous, but should you choose to explore them, there are several landmarks of interest to see, preferably from a great distance. Through the bulletproof windows of an armored convoy, worth a look are Biotechnica Farms. These immense tent-like structures on the outskirts of Night City are but a few of the many farms Biotechnica manages worldwide, producing synthetic protein derivatives on a massive scale. You could also swing by Rocky Ridge and attempt to construct a self-contained district in the desert east of the city. Streets were plotted out and houses built, ready to welcome the workers employed by the businesses located just next door. Unfortunately, those businesses went bankrupt shortly thereafter, and the neighborhood was abandoned. Now it stands a ghost town and a hot spot for nomad squatting. Finally, the solar power station makes for an impressive sight, with its vast glistening panels visible from miles away. See, I think with this one, they kind of, because I had to explain the outskirts, but I think they tried to explain what it is, but still try to make it kind of like a tourist, kind of like, hey, here's sights to see, even though you probably wouldn't want to go see it. Except, I guess at some level, you kind of have to approach the way this world sees itself with some level of satire and as a bit of satire and sarcasm, similar to how Grand Theft Auto treats its world. You kind of have to look at it like that in some way. So again, while this description seems crazy and out there, like, well, why the hell would someplace like try and advertise that? You also kind of have to see it. It's a joke. It's kind of a joke. But yeah, I respect that. Warning: numerous nomad groups regularly roam around the area surrounding Night City. They have adopted a parasitic lifestyle dependent on theft and ambushing of unwary travelers. You are advised to maintain plentiful supplies of food, water, and self-defense firearms. That's about right. Finally, let's take a look here at the gallery, which is actually, I believe, the end of this little website here. By the way, pre-order now. Oh, they even got a hyperlink. Good for you. So, a little shot. I'm going to guess that's City Center here. Oh, no, that's City Center. Yeah, I really like the look of this, this. Because I can't tell if it's a building or a parking garage. But it's really dope. Kind of like a futuristic roundabout. Yeah, some, I'm going to guess this is Haywood by the look of it. Just more shots of the highway. Not sure what district that would be. Big Arasaka Corporation. I believe that's the company that we work. I believe we work at Arasaka. as if you start on the Corpo lifestyle, I think. Love Hub. God damn it! I love these highway shots. Just looking at the city again. It's like I was saying earlier. I really like how it's still grounded in something that kind of looks modern, but still futuristic from that. It's kind of like how Fallout is futuristic from the point of view of the 50s, or like the 50s and 60s and all that. It's futuristic from those point of views, while Cyberpunk is kind of futuristic from the point of view of the 90s and really early 2000s. I really like that concept. Okay, just kind of more of the same shots. Yeah, just kind of ambience, factories, samurai shirts. God damn! Again, if you haven't, go check out the. It's on the Cyberpunk 2077. Or it might be the CD Projekt Red YouTube channel. Either way, find the Samurai album that they've kind of been slowly releasing. It's really good. I know it's an actual, I want to say Swedish band, but it's basically them just under a different name for this game, but it's still a really good album, which it's actually made me listen to the band itself, whose name is just escaping me. I've listened to some of their stuff. It's pretty good too. If you're into that kind of music. That's just me, but I do suggest it. Wait, is that like a don't text and drive kind of? So that kind of looks like Russian right there. Anybody kind of sees the language. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. No, it's a gun advertisement. Because, yeah, I saw text or whatever, but no, that's a gun. Yeah, it's pure overkill, getting shot, clean through. Yeah, that's a firearm advertisement. That's cute. Oh, yeah, this is where the 6th Street Gang actually showing them having a shootout. Because I believe that's that area. I really like the look of this big dam back here. It's really dope. God damn! Again, I'm gonna guess this is Pacifica, but yeah, I mean, if some of these weather effects and like this fog and the lighting really pans out in the game, oh my god, this is gonna look absolutely fucking beautiful. We already saw this shot. Same thing. We saw this shot for Pacifica. So yeah, there you go. There's the Night City Tourism website. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you kind of liked this weird little look. I don't know why I was wearing my headset. There was no audio or anything in here other than just me talking. So like I said, I really didn't have a lot of news to cover. Just nothing that really was kind of grabbing my attention that made me really excited to sit and talk. But this actually did, because again, I'm super excited for this game. I'm just we've got a few games, and hell, 2 console launches before this game even comes out. But it's definitely, I'm definitely kind of like in the back of my mind going, oh my god, we're almost a month away. I'm so excited because I'm super stoked. And I just kind of hope that I just wanted to do this because I thought it'd be a lot of fun. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Social media is in the description. Like, comment, not already. Please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, my name's AJ Gels, the Something Game Channel. I'm out. Mac and Jesus. I just noticed that. Okay, seriously though, I'm out.